Hey guys, Rob Baldwin here, IMX Productions. We're back finally for a quick tutorial. So today we're going to look at a really cool method for creating a 3D logo. So taking your logo, making it 3D. This can be used for graphic design if you want to create a poster, business card, website, whatever, where you want your logo to have a cool 3D look. Or you can use this for animation if you're creating YouTube videos, want to make an intro, and you want to animate this logo in 3D, make it rotate and do some really cool stuff with it. This technique works, creates a product that you can use for both. You're going to need a few things before we start. Number one, you're going to need Illustrator. If you've seen some of my videos before where I talk about logo design, you know that we always need to design our logo in vector first. So Adobe Illustrator is the first thing you need. Next thing you need, Adobe After Effects. We're going to be using video to create this 3D logo. And obviously if you're creating it for an intro, you're going to need to animate it afterwards. So After Effects is the next place we want to go. After that, we're going to need one more thing, which is a plugin for After Effects. Now this is a third-party plugin. I have no affiliation with them. I just think it's an amazing plugin. So pick it up, it's fantastic. It is 3D Element by Video Copilot. I'll link to it below. Apart from that, get those three things, so Adobe Illustrator, Adobe After Effects, and 3D Element by Video Copilot. Obviously, if you want to then be editing in Photoshop, then you'll need Photoshop as well. Let's get going. Okay, so here's a logo. I think I've used this before in a few other tutorials. It's just standard kind of coffee shop logo. Designed in Illustrator, so this is a vector, it's a one color vector. So what we need first is that vector shape. Okay, so you see our little vector points in here. This is vector, so we're gonna copy that. We're gonna hit Command or Control C. We're gonna go over to After Effects. So we're in After Effects now. What we wanna do is create a new composition first. So come here to Composition, New Composition. You can make it 4K if you want. We're just gonna go with a standard HD layer. Hit OK, position selected, layer, new solid. It can be any color, it's black right now, it doesn't matter. So new solid, and all we're gonna do is hit Command and Control V for paste. And as you can see, it's all in masks right now, but as you can see, our logo is now in here in various shapes. So you're able to copy masks, or, well, masks as they call them in After Effects, or just vector shapes in Illustrator, but you're able to just copy paste from Illustrator directly to After Effects. It's very, very convenient. So just knowing that is amazing. Okay, so we have our shape. We can name that here in the layers. We can name it logo shape. You could give it a different color here if you wanted to, just to differentiate it from other things. We're gonna come here to layer, create a new solid. So we've created one solid for the shape. We're gonna create another solid, and to this one, we're going to apply our effects, Video Copilot Element. Okay, so on the new shape, we've got Element, and you could name this one Element. And we can make that one purple again, just to make it different than the rest. From here, that logo shape, we're actually gonna turn it off, so we're gonna hit the I button, make it invisible. We just need the shape, we don't actually need the layer. With Element selected, coming here in the Preferences, gonna go to Custom Layers, Custom Text and Masks, and we're gonna pick that logo shape. So now we're using that as a custom layer for our 3D. Let's go up here to Scene Setup. Now we're inside the Video Copilot Element 3D window. We're gonna hit Extrude. And that's gonna grab our custom, so down here, if we had multiple paths, if you had some lettering in there, you can use text as well for the custom paths. So if you're using that, you could use multiple custom paths, but we've only got the one, so we're picking number one. So as you can see here in our window, we've already got this really nice 3D version of our beautiful logo. Okay. Now, coming down here to the bevel, we can, if we want to make it thicker, here it's set to 1, we can slide that, make it a bit thicker, and you got a whole bunch of options. I mean, this is not an Element 3D tutorial. This is simply how to create that 3D logo, so I'm not going to go too much in depth. Okay, next thing you want, I mean, this is nice, it's 3D, but it's just plain white, so we want to throw in some materials. Coming here to your materials down here, your presets. Element 3D does ship with a few free materials. Of course, you can always create your own if you're proficient in 3D, or you can purchase their Pro Shaders 1 and 2, which have some amazing brick, concrete, metal textures. Obviously, metal is the coolest, so we're gonna grab a nice brown, because, you know, matches. Well, we had the brown right here, so we want maybe something that's chrome. So here we go. That looks pretty awesome. Look at that. I mean, that's pretty fantastic. Hit OK when you're happy with that. It's going to create that file right here. Now what we're going to do is come up here to Layer, New, and we're going to create a camera. 35 mil is fine. If you want a wide angle, you can go wider or whatever. 50 mil. Let's go 50 on this one. Hit OK. And then from here, we're going to hit the C key. And you can see you're going to toggle through some different camera options. So we've got just panning, so we can pan forward. And then we've got our orbit tool, so we can orbit around the image. So basically, here's where we've created our 3D file. Here's where you get creative with it. You can add some, if you're proficient with After Effects, you can add some lighting. You can then animate, put some special effects in there, throw in some flames in the back, whatever you want. You have fun with it at this point. Or if you're bringing it into Photoshop, you're simply going to basically find your position, find your angle that you like, and then we're going to get a snapshot of that, put that into Photoshop, edit from there. So I'm going to show you how to do that quickly. Again, this is not a After Effects tutorial, it's just create a tutorial on how to create that 3D object. So I like this angle right here. We're going to zoom in again, so hit that C until you get the panning. I'm going to zoom in as close as we can to fill the frame. That's a really cool angle. Maybe too much. Let's turn it a bit. I like that. That's pretty cool. Okay, so from here, what we want to do is come up here to Composition, Save Frame as Photoshop Layers. I'm going to just bring that onto my desktop, call it Logo. It's going to create a Photoshop file. Open that file in Photoshop, and here it is. So you really have a lot of options here. We can put this on a poster, on a business card, or create your 3D intro if you're creating YouTube videos. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Don't forget to check out some other videos here or there. I don't know where they show up. Don't forget to click subscribe if you're not yet, and hit that bell to get notifications when I post new videos. We will see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.